These pretzels are done, and y'all gonna need to sit down.
Inside this Cook's Illustrated is a pretzel recipe. This pretzel recipe. It's supposed to be the best pretzel you'll ever have. And when you turn the page, you see that she's wearing goggles and gloves. I thought to myself, Self, that's dangerous. You need to be involved in this. So I am testing Cook's Illustrated pretzel recipe against Alton Brown's recipe. Cook's Illustrated is paid. Alton Brown's on the Food Network is not. So I wanted to test them and see what they would look like, what they would taste like. Cook's Illustrated uses lye. Alton Brown uses soda and an egg wash. So let's see which one is the better pretzel. All right, this dough is pretty sticky. So let's get it in a bowl. But here we have the Cook's Illustrated risen dough. How sticky or unsticky it is. Okay, so you can see it comes off pretty easy. Oh, look at this. It just comes into a beautiful little nugget. Greased bowl. All right, let's see how poofy it got. I do like the feel and the texture of the Cook's Illustrated dough after it's risen. Let me show you. Okay. So you can see, like, it's not as sticky as it was. It's nice and it feels pretty luxurious. Before I go any further, cover your balls. You want to keep them nice and moist. Now, roll it up. Okay, let's talk about the things that you're going to need for a lye dipping station. Get some latex gloves. This stuff will burn your hands. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, don't stand too close to it. So I've got a beaten egg here, and I'm going to brush the pretzels with my egg wash. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into this here. So we have on this side both recipes using a baking soda dip. On this side, both recipes, but using a lye dip. Now, looking at each side, you can tell this definitely gets a deeper brown. These are brown. This has an egg wash on them, except for this one. I did not do an egg wash. The only difference in not doing the egg wash is you can see how it glistens with this golden brown, but this one is just a regular brown. I mean, it still looks fantastic to eat, and I will, but you can see what the egg wash does compared to not having the egg wash. and what the baking soda dip looks like in comparison to the lye dip. Okay, now I did this one on a baking steel. I wanted to see what it would do, and it definitely got browner, and if you'll look at the back of it, it got pretty crispy on the back. You'll notice that I forgot to put salt on it until we got to here, but that's okay, because you're going to be dipping it in salty things like cheese dip or mustard, and it'll be salty anyway, so I'm not too concerned. So in terms of the ones that I dipped in lye, you'll see with the Cook's Illustrated, these two I dipped in lye, and this one I did lye and I did an egg wash, and it just gives it that shiny look. Definitely a nice brown hue to it, but this has the golden, the shiny look of the eggs, or the egg wash. And then this is Alton Brown's recipe. Also, look, these are much larger than the Cook's Illustrated. The recipe, there was more material in the Alton Brown recipe than the Cook's Illustrated. These are bigger. They are, this is Alton Brown's too, but it's made with, it's dipped in the soda. You can see these are puffier, these are bigger, and these are a little bit smaller, okay? Now, pros and cons. The Alton Brown I like because they're puffier, they are easier to transport. They hold up to moving back and forth between the dip and the baking sheet. They do spring back quite a bit when you are rolling them out into a rope, which is kind of annoying, but really it just takes a slight bit more elbow grease. Now, the Cook's Illustrated recipe, a nice workability to the dough, really works very nice. But when you go to transport them to the dipping, to the cookie sheet, they are a little bit more temperamental. So the Cook's Illustrated recipe does not have sugar in it. I mean, it's bread. I mean, we all love bread. It's got a really nice chew factor. This is the inside of it. It's got a good crumb, a really good crumb. All right, so let's tear off a piece of Alton Brown's. See if I can get it. All right, similar crumb. Yep. Okay. Now this one doesn't. This one does have sugar in it. Oh. It tastes different. Yep. All right. The winner, my winner is Alton Brown. I like the chew taste in it. I like how full the pretzel is. I just like it better than Cook's Illustrated. And his recipe is free. You don't have to pay for it. So totally, hands down, Alton Brown is the winner. I would suggest going to my how-to video and watching me. Either go get his recipe and do it yourself and read it, or if you want somebody to take you step by step, I'll just take you right through it and cook it with me. So Alton Brown is the winner, and it's free. Even better. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I made pretzels today. And, all right, we'll see you next time. I want to thank you for watching Tiffany T. Bombshell. I want you to be able to grow big and live loud and be you. I want to help you live your art.